Hey everyone, I hope you're very well today. It's a beautiful day. I just felt like doing this little video from my garden instead of the crowded tea house from we started to pack everything. So it's the transition to the online warehouse, and I just felt like already giving some transition even in the video, and just enjoyed that wonderful great day instead of being inside. So I'm here today to present you the different teas from the June's Tea Road box. Either you have the little version or the tall. I think we really chose a beautiful selection. It's all new arrivals only, and just start the kettle and you'll be ready to have a good cup of tea. So here you have the Milan XIANG Lao Cong, which is present in both boxes, and this is exclusive tea that almost no one else will enjoy in Canada, maybe than you, because I just bought a very small micro lot of it. So it's tea coming from aged tea plants. So the tea plants are averaging 70 years old. So they are arbutus shrubs, so they grow 3-meter high, and you have to climb in a ladder to get the leaves. So it's not the original Milan XIANG bush, but it's older bushes. And so this tea is to really enjoy on a special day for you. You don't have to rush to drink it. You can drink it over the next 2-3 years, no problem, even later if you want. There's not so many in it, but a few cups, so you can just enjoy it really on a Sunday, on a day that you know you have time. You can take your gaiwan or little gong fu teapot and make several brew of this tea. It's a mix of fruits and caramel and notes that are a bit more mineral than what you would find in a normal Milan XIANG, like the ones we have in our regular lineup. So there's more depth to it. So the lychee is there. You have that kind of dark cherry and candied fruit and caramel, like kind of fruit caramel to it too, and some grapefruit hiding in there. And so it's really a tea that you can enjoy even cold. Look, so if you brew it and it just you don't have time to make a second or a third brew, you can just steep it and drink it colder later on. So this type of tea is really good for either winter or summer, depending on your habits, your daily habits of drinking tea. So we've put in the larger box also a little duel, a little challenge between the two, so you can just compare. BAI DANCONG, which is from the same area than the Milan XIANG, but it's a black tea. So it's fully oxidized and it's mellower by that fact. Milan XIANG can be really strong, so I can really recommend to make shorter brews without, for the Milan XIANG, shorter brews and without increasing the temperature water or keeping it at top. Like you want to maybe start your kettle and then wait without reheating the water. You just pour, the water will get colder and colder, but that's fine, because more the leaf opens and more the tannins that are deep down the leaf will, if you put water that is too hot, it will bring them out too easily, and then it will become unbalanced slash bitter-ish cup. So you want it to get mellower and mellower and mellower, so you can make several brews with it. With this one as well, you can do the same strategy, water set strategy, but it's less difficult to brew BAI DANCONG cha. So BAI DANCONG is mellower, it's rounder, it's not deeper, but it's really complex. This year it's an even better quality that I bought. So if you notice, if you go on the website and you see the price has raised a bit, it's because of Chinese pricing that is rising with the fuel, and but also the life the inflation in China, but it's also a better quality. You'll feel that all those exotic fruit jam, and you have that kind of really lingering floral, fruity, and really not so much roasting on it, so you really have that cleaner and kind of more fresher note than the LAN XIANG Oolong. So hope you'll enjoy this. The Bai DANCONG is one of my favorite teas. I really drink it again when I have a lot of time because it's an expensive tea, but also I just like is lingering really, that sometimes half an hour or even 45 minutes after drinking my last cup I still taste it in my mouth. My tongue is kind of coated completely. So this type of tea, so it's a black tea, but it's really mellow. And that brings us to the next two teas that are black teas as well, but not black teas as we would conceive. So for the ones who know First Flush Darjeeling, so you had the Rohini First Flush in the last month's box in May, but now you have the two other Darjeelings we received. This completes our lineup of Darjeeling First Flush for this year, and we have the Juncheberry First Flush that arrives from Nepal. It arrived yesterday, so it's gorgeous as well. So I didn't have the time to put it in this box. It's not arrived on time, but maybe in this fall or order it online. You'll see, you won't be disappointed. It's super good this year. So for those two, you have two gardens that are almost neighbor in Darjeeling. So the Goomtee, that is higher in altitude, and the JIDAPAHAR, that is really a rising star, I would say, since many years now. We work with them, we like them very much. They're close in taste, but different in the cup. Like I would say, you have more citrus florals and kind of delicate, like clementine or mandarin in the Goomtee, amongst flower and herbs and all those notes that are really common to First Flush Darjeeling. And in JIDAPAHAR you have more citrus, less citrus, but more like peach and apricot, those type of yellow fruits, and a bit bolder, a bit more robust, kind of. The Goomtee is really fine, really clear, and really delicate. So not the same delicacy as the Rohini, that was more like on the cookie side, I would say, and more on the white flower. But the Goomtee is really nice. I think it's my favorite from the three Darjeeling we have from spring 2022. Goomtee has won my heart, and it's organic as well, so it's all for it. So those teas in large teapot only. The two other ones were Gaiwan, Gongfucha, or large teapot. Darjeeling always larger teapot. It's just the way it's made. It's made to give itself in one brew only, and yeah, that's it. So hope you'll enjoy. I think for the little box you have the Goomtee, and the larger box you have both of them. Yeah. Another fight between two teas, be the two teas from the same caliber, the same grade of tea leaf, so a bud and two leaf. You have the Bai Mu Dan, which is a classic white tea from Fujian, and Yue Guang Bai, that is kind of the Bai Mu Dan of Yunnan. So I thought it would be interesting to compare those two for the ones that have the larger box. So those two teas are really mellow, really soft. They're from the spring, from March and April, respectively. So Yue Guang Bai is more on the Yunnan side. So the Yunnan often tastes like a bit exotic fruit. You have that kind of peach, apricot, vanilla sometimes, honey, and that type of taste. This one tastes, to me, it tastes a bit like banana, like green banana or plantain. It's funkier than Bai Mu Dan. It's more classic, so that's why I like you to compare the two. to know like there's something common to all Yunnan teas, whether it's black tea or oolong, or you always taste that kind of dai taste. It's a bit like, I call it Fruit Loops, which is not present at all in Bai Mu Dan, which is really, this is a Bai Mu Dan from a week harvest later than normal, and it was sun dried, and the way it have been oxidized a bit, so you'll see the brew is darker than, not darker, but a bit more coppery, would say, than the Bai Mu Dan we had before, which was really classic. This one tastes more fruity. I really liked it at the cupping table, so I thought that I would buy a bit for you. So there's another batch that is more classic that is coming in a few weeks, but this one was kind of I was just tempted to try it, and I really like it. It's really mellow, really honeyish and fruity. So you have that kind of almost like fresh apple to it, and could eat almost like imagine some baking spice going well with it, you know. So you have that type of apple muffin feeling and honey. It's really pure, really clean, like all teas from Zoe family, and I really like this batch too. So really different. There's the same type of tea from two different areas, and they're really different, and yet there's something common between them. So this month there's no mystery tea, and our last is a green tea. So I've put you the Jing Da Fo, which is our most popular Jing we have. Xiu is popular too. It's more affordable, I would say. It's more like everyday drinking. This is a higher end Jing. So Da Fo Jing is a Jing grown in Da Fo, a few hundred kilometers from Hangzhou, where it's originally from. It's transformed the same way, but it's maybe the land, it's maybe the work from the monks that did something, maybe something spiritual, I don't know, but the tea is brighter. You have that kind of really light, bright, refreshing at the same time. To me, it's kind of it's the type of tea that is like a ray of sunshine. So when the day is a bit cooler or grayish, I feel like a Jing like this. It's complex. It's not as complex as the chiffon, but it's really satisfying. It tastes like Lay's chips, like regular chips. You have that kind of tip of asparagus, but not as much as the chiffon. You have that a bit bamboo. You have that kind of lemon verbena feeling to it also, and peanuts, roasted peanuts, I would say. So that kind of really yellow and vibrant and comforting, you know, really like. So Gaiwan for this one. You can use a large teapot as well. It will fill up the water. Maybe you won't see as much like the subtleties that makes it, why is it $25 or 50 grams, than if you use a Gaiwan, you'll really see the difference. Use super clean water for this type of tea to really enjoy it to the maximum. So there's many green teas that are on their way. Like we received already the Anjibaicha, the Chiffon, the Fuding Maojian. Now we are waiting for some more Anjibaicha. We are waiting for Luan Guapian, Huangshan Maofeng, and Biluchun, and all those guys. They're on their way. Should be really soon. Japanese green tea are coming too. Many oolongs from Taiwan, Taitung Oolong and Guifei and Dongding are on their way as well. Soon the harvest, the new samples of Darjeeling Second Flush are on their way. So now, soon, in a few weeks, when we'll have moved, I would say we'll be at the summum, the top of the selection. Will be all our stocks will be full, and that's the good moment to check the new arrival section on the website and check your favorites. You won't have any subscription box for July and August. The ones that have some months in bank will just resume in September with the new box, and the next one will be in September. So feel free to go see the ones that are full of tea and cannot breathe between each arrival of the month box. Go see the website, go check your your first loves and revisit them. Like maybe you haven't tasted them since a while, since you had so much tea with the subscription box. So the ones that took no break, you know. So feel free, and the chat logo at the bottom of the screen on the website, it's me at the when you write a message, I receive it directly. It's not a robot. You have just the welcome message, but after that I receive it, and I'll always write back, even if it's not now. Maybe I'm doing something else. Maybe I'm because I'll be by myself for the next months. So maybe it's that I'm already chatting with someone else, or on the phone, or doing some packing. So just wait a bit, keep your screen open for this, and I'll write back always. And the phone, and I'll even have the FaceTime. So the ones that have iPhone, you can FaceTime me during the business hours, would say, during the day, on weekdays. Feel free if you have questions, just phone 819-205-1830, and I'll be at the other end visually to see you. I'll be super happy to see you and answer your questions, and have a chat with you about tea and showing you things you need to. I'm still there for you, and I'm super excited with the selection, the lineup for this year. It's beautiful. Again, the quality is really high this year with the cold spring they had over there in Asia. So the quality of the tea is awesome, and I'm wishing you a beautiful summer, happy tasting with this box, and looking forward to serve you again really soon. So take care, and talk to you soon. Thank you so much. Bye.